Hello, my name is Joshua Tomsick, and I'm here with the Alaris Group IT department. And what we are going to be discussing today is your connection at your home office. Now, as you know, we are at Alaris are a home-based environment, meaning that we work from a home office. Now, what that means to you in regards to your connection is that every connection that we have here at Alaris is going to be different. And so our job here at the IT department is to make sure that you are running as efficiently as possible in your area and with what your limitations are. Now, what I mean by that is if we were in a centralized location, I would be able to take a connection and I would be able to disperse that connection to however many users we have evenly, so that way everyone in our environment is getting the most efficient bandwidth possible. With your environment, we are limited to home office location inside of the home, as well as the home office location geographically. And so with that being said, I'm going to kind of get into some of the basic information that you need to be as efficient as possible with your connection. I'm going to show you how to test it and how to determine if you are getting the speeds that you are paying for. The first thing that we are going to do is we are going to open up your browser. I'm in my browser right now on your local computer, whether that be a PC or a Mac, and you are going to enter in a website, and you're going to enter in speedtest.net. Now, what's going to happen is that speedtest.net is going to load, and it's going to give you a map of the world on the bottom and your location on the top with begin test that's highlighted. Now, as you can see, there is a plus and a minus bar on the left. You can zoom out and see that where you're at in the country or wherever, however close you want to get into it. For me, this bar doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters to me is here is my IP address as well as my provider. So I have Cox Communications. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit begin test. Now, what this is going to be doing is this is going to test how fast my connection is and download speed, information being processed inward, and upload speed, how fast my connection is, information being sent out, and what this means to you. Okay, now we're going to start here at download speed. Once you have got these results back, here is what I want you to look at first, is your download speed. And what this is download speed is how fast information is being processed from your internet provider to your computer. And that is determined by your level of what you are paying for with your internet provider, or if you have cable or DSL. Now, what your download speed means to you as an Alaris employee, it's very easily thought that when you're on our server, you are just essentially on the internet like you always are, which is so not the case. Our server, we are a medical-based company, and so we have to abide by so many medical laws. And to do so, to be able to work from home and handle confidential information, we have to work off of a secure connection. Now, that connection has to be processing information at a constant flow. And so, example, if you're on the internet and you click this button right here that says share result or test again, right now I'm not using any bandwidth. There is no information coming or going from my computer right now. My page that I clicked on loaded, it dumped on my computer and is now sitting here waiting for me to do something. And so if you are on the internet, the only time that you need your connection is when you're physically either watching a video or clicking a button or something of that nature. Now, with our connection, because it has to be a constant rate of information flow, constantly is sending speed in, and you're constantly sending information to our server. So what does that mean to you? That means your download speed and your upload speed are your lifeblood. Your download speed matters to you so much because that is how much information is being brought into your machine from our server. And so if your download speed is, I like to say, a minimum of 5.00 megabytes per second and above to really get a good work Alaris connection. And your upload speed, I would have to say, needs to be 2.00 megabytes per second or above. And the reasoning for those, I'll kind of get into that. Your download speed is going to be how fast, like, your emails come in, how fast information, the screens when you're in Alarisware, how fast they're coming after you click a button and you process any type of material. Upload speed is like how fast a print job is going to be sent from the server to your printer, or keystrokes, emails, scanning, stuff of that nature. That's going to be your upload speed. And so the higher the number, the better quality of work you are going to have. Like I said, the number that I would shoot for your download speed is going to be 5.00 megabytes per second, and your upload speed is going to be 2.00 megabytes per second. Now, that is the bare minimum. As you can see, my download speed is way higher than that because I pay for the highest connection available to me. Now, Alaris has a per diem that they give, and I feel for my job that I pay extra because I feel that my work environment is more important to be efficient than it is to save a couple dollars every month on my bill. And so Alaris pays for a portion of my internet, but I go above and beyond that to make sure that I have a connection that is sustainable for the work that I need to do. So the next thing that I wanted to cover with you is the difference between DSL and cable. Is essentially really the two main options that we have available to us. Now, as you can see, this graph shows you the consistency of my connection. You can look here, and my connection doesn't change very much except for a split second here where it has a valley, and then it flatlines back out. Now, my connection is so high and so fast that I could have peaks and valleys and I would never notice it. Where you tend to see is people that are writing below 5.0 and below 7, and they have peaks and valleys. That's when you're going to see information being dropped. That's when you're going to get dropped from the server when you see those big peaks and valleys, because you can think of it as essentially a highway or a road. And so if our constant connection is sending traffic on a 4-lane highway and then quickly it dives down to a 2-lane gravel road, all of that information or traffic that we're trying to push through is going to get log jammed, and it is going to be, you're either going to lose your connection, bumped off. I'm sure that you have experienced any number of things that have happened, losing your printer, such as anything of that nature. And so that's what a cable connection provides you compared to a DSL connection, is a more constant flow of information, whereas a DSL is using a phone line, which can only provide so much consistency, and I can't show it to you, but it would be off the charts, kind of like almost like an EKG. Your upload speed, kind of back to your upload speed, it's not going to show you a graph here, but just try to have that 2.0 or higher, as you know, the rate, like we talked about, of output from your machine, your keystrokes, your sending, your button clicking, you know what I mean, or your any type of information being sent out is going to be affected. I know I kind of went into a diatribe about download and upload speed, but I really, really, really strongly feel that this is the key to a great computer work environment in our company. If you can sustain good speeds, you can sustain a constant connection, and a constant connection means more work that's being able to be done at a faster rate or efficiency. And so please, if you have any questions about this test, or if you have any issues getting to this test, please contact the help desk here at Alaris Group, and we can get in touch with you and kind of go over that with you. Thank you again, and have a wonderful day.